everyone, Thomas here and welcome back to another video. So today I'm back here for another episode of my Fix Me Thomas TV renovation series where I go ahead and renovate your lots on the Sims 4 gallery, and this one today comes from JK3303 and they go ahead and submit this abandoned family home, and that's what we're going to go ahead and renovate in today's video. So if you want to go ahead and submit a lot for me to renovate next week, then feel free to go ahead and submit one on the gallery using the hashtag FixMeThomasTV. So the only rule to submit one is just use no CC. You can do any lot size, any kind of budget, price, anything like that. It's all up to you, just no CC. And yeah, so this one, like I said, is an abandoned family home, and I did actually go for like a very sort of like brighter colour scheme, I suppose, than my other ones, because I normally recently have been going for a lot of darker colour schemes, and that's just because with seasons I've just, well, first of all, I'm in love with all the seasons items still, and I just cannot stop using them. And the other thing is that a lot of the items that we've got with that pack all have really good darker colour swatches, like dark woods and other colours that pair with that, just all really good with that pack. So I've been using that a lot recently, and I haven't really been doing a lot of like more neutral colours or lighter colours and stuff, so I thought I'd go ahead and do that in today's build. And the other thing as well is that the original was actually kind of dark to begin with, so it kind of shows a good kind of, you know, transition from what it looked to, oh my god, I literally cannot speak today, from what it used to look like to what it looks now. There we go. So I'm just going around now doing some of, you know, just changing the colour swatches up and things. This took me just over an hour, like an hour and 5 minutes to do this all from start to finish, which is like no time at all really. I don't know why, but these renovation videos always seem to take me so much longer than anything else that I do. I don't know what it is, but I was actually just talking to my friend the other day, Exhibit Sims X, because, well, I don't know when this is going up, but we did it like a collab together, a renovation battle, which is kind of similar to this actually. And it's actually planned to go up on the day I'm doing this voiceover, and she was kind of just saying about how it took us so long to do the renovation. I was like, why is that? Because it's the same for me as well. Renovations just take so much longer than doing a speed build from scratch. I have no idea how that works, but I don't know. But I think the more I'm doing it, it's getting quicker. Like the same with speed builds. I get a lot of questions asked about that, how I build so fast, and I have actually made a video kind of answering that question and some general building tips and tricks as well, so feel free to go ahead and check that video out. But if you don't know, people are always amazed by the fact I can do a 64 by 64 lot every single week, and it takes me 2 hours to do each one. And I feel like, you know, it took way much longer than that when I first started doing them, but I think it's just practice. You know, practice makes perfect, and it actually does here, because you know, it's got to be that reason for how I can build them so fast now. And yeah, so back onto the build here, you can see we're going around with just putting some windows and stuff down, and I know that I'm using quite a few kind of seasons items, as you can see here, like, you know, the windows and doors are from seasons, and I don't know why, but I feel really guilty every time I use those. I think it's just because I've been using them so much since the pack came out, it's kind of getting a little bit ridiculous now, but I just felt like they fit this house and the style of it really well, so I just went ahead and used it today. But I have been, you know, trying to switch things up a little bit recently, but yeah, I just want to use them. Just let me use them. Anyway, so we're going around starting the landscaper now. We've got the kind of terrain paints in, and we're going to start doing the little window planters. And I always like to overlap the window planters, so I put those ones which are placing down now, I put those down first, and then I go in with those ones there, the one with like the yellow ones with the like more, I guess, nicer flowers on them, I guess, and overlap those on the windows where it's got like more than 3, and can just put it in the middle. So that's what I do for that, as a little extra detail, I suppose. A little French porch. Wait, what did I say? French porch? I have no idea. French porch. But no, wait, what? Oh my god, I cannot speak today. Front porch, there we go. Oh my god, why am I messing things up so much? And I did actually go for a cats and dogs door. I don't really know why, I kind of just did, so I suppose I'm using a little bit of cats and dogs. And also for the back porch, I went ahead and did like the lattice thing with the low-lying kind of fence. And just put some of those low-lying yellow palm plants on top of it. I don't know why, but recently I've been doing that a lot more, and it's also a really good thing to do if you want to kind of like a covered porch, but the roof may not look that right, which was going to be the case here, so I decided to do that instead. So in today's build, I've actually been using Dxtory, which was my old recording software, but I stopped using it because I had some problems where the frame rate would drop to like 1. I have no idea why, but it just did that, and I've used it for like probably a good few years now without any problems, but then all of a sudden a few months ago it started doing that. So ever since then I've been using OBS to record on my videos, but I was actually just using it earlier today just to kind of test it out and see if it had changed, and it was actually working fine. So I decided to use it for this build today, and you can see this is what I'm using right now. And I think that this recording software is a little bit more kind of high definition, I suppose. It just looks a lot more detail in the actual video, if that makes sense, in this part here. But then when we get to the dining room, for some reason the frame rate did that thing again where it dropped like 0, so it was just totally frozen. But the thing is that when I'm actually recording, I get no lag at all, so it's really hard to tell that. And it just, I've got this little kind of like, I don't know, like ticker, I guess you could say, and it tells you the frame rate. It's in the top right. I mean, you can't see it on the screen, but for me it is when I'm recording. And it, you know, it says like 30 FPS or whatever, and then it'll change to like 1, and that's what I know is a problem. But because it's so small, I don't really notice it all the time. So I think some of the dining room footage was lost because I had to go ahead and change back to OBS. So I'm sorry if I missed a little bit of footage, but I did try to record everything, and it also included some footage from the bathrooms today, which I never really do in my speed builds because it's just such a boring room. So I kind of did that to make up for it, I suppose. As you can see, the bathrooms, they are pretty simple and how I do them all the time, but you know, you can check them out later in the video if you want to. So this is the family room here. It is a pretty nice size actually, and that was actually a good thing about this home, is that all the rooms are really nice decorated because it wasn't too overly sized, but it wasn't too cramped at the same time. It was just a nice kind of sized home, which is great. And it was actually a really nice just time building this, to be honest. I did have a little bit of trouble here coming up in a second with the counters. I'll show you what I mean, but I had a really frustrating time. I think I might have cut out the footage. I might not have actually, but I'll show you what I mean in a second. So it's coming up just about now actually. So I put these little things on the end there, that little cabinet there, which I'm trying to put down, but for some reason it wouldn't clip to like the right place. That sometimes happens and it's really frustrating, but I just could not get it to work. You can see here that I kind of get really just frustrated trying to get it to work. I was like, you know what, let's just put another one down because this isn't going to work. I've got a little island counter here too. It was a little bit of a cramped kind of place to put it, but it managed to work in the end, which is great. And again, we're carrying on all the neutral colours in the interior just to lighten things up a bit, because like I said in my recent speed builds, everything's been more on the darker side, and you know, with all different like brown colours and things like that, so it was kind of nice just to incorporate that a lot into the build today. But I do actually really like the purple colour swatches that we get from Seasons, and you know, those kind of pair nice with the darker colours. But I did still manage to incorporate a purple bedroom into today's build, which seems like a signature thing for me at the minute, because I absolutely love the purple bedding, which we got with Seasons, and then the darker coloured bedside tables, and the curtains all really pair well with each other really nicely. So I've been using that a lot more, and even though this is a lighter coloured, you know, build, I really wanted to incorporate it in today's video, so that's what we did. We're now on the upstairs, as you can see. Now there's only 2 bathrooms in this place, and those are both upstairs. So we're working on the first one right here, and I was kind of like wasn't too sure about that because it is a 3-bedroom home, and this bathroom here, the second one, is only a half bathroom, so it doesn't have a shower in it. So I don't know if that's going to be a little bit problematic or not, but I mean, you can easily probably try and find a way to incorporate another shower somewhere. So, you know, you can do that if you need to. And yeah, so the other thing I was going to mention is that this home has like a master bedroom, which I suppose you could class this one as. There's also another kind of spare bedroom, and there's also a single room too. When I'm making my speed builds, if you're new and you don't know, I do like to make the bedrooms fairly neutral, so no particular kind of, you know, making it in mind for a particular sim or age or anything like that. I do tend to make them fairly neutral, so you can kind of like move your sim family in here and then kind of change up the colour swatches and things like that as you need to. So I kind of just make it as a base, so it kind of works for more people, and then you can go ahead and change it up to fit your family, which I always find is a better way to do it. And yeah, so this is the last kind of, wait, is this the last room? Second last? No, third last, I don't know. Well, this is a study anyway. I was going to make this into a 4th bedroom, but then I was thinking, well, we've only got 2 bathrooms. I was like, you know what, let's just not, because we didn't have like a computer in here anyway, so I was like, you know what, it'll probably be a good place to put it because we've got 3 bedrooms anyway, so why not? And yeah, so I think this could be the master bedroom. It's a little bit bigger than the purple one, so maybe, yeah, I'll probably say this is the master bedroom. So I suppose the purple one is maybe like a spare bedroom, like a guest room, and then maybe the single room could be for a kid or a teen. liking, but that's up to you to decide. But yeah, so we're nearing the end of the build all fixed up here. I really hope you enjoyed. In the comment section down below, let me know about what you thought of it. If you have a lot that you want me to renovate next week, then feel free to submit it on the gallery with the hashtag FixMeThomasTV. Like I said, you can do anything you want with a lot, just use no CC. Leave a like, share and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!